Okay, this video is for you. This is my story, my testimony. So 3 years ago, Grace Martin hosted its first night service at the Elwak Sports Stadium. Now, this guy called Coded, shout out to you, Coded, invited me for the service. Mind you, at this time, I was deeply rooted in sin. I was in the Word. And it was Christmas season, so me and my girls had booked an Airbnb at Osu. And we were there chilling, drinking, partying, clubbing, everything you could think of. Coded was insisting for some reason, you have to be there, you have to be there. I remember I made so many excuses, and every excuse I made, this man had a solution. I said I didn't have the Alpha Hour t-shirt. He bought it, took it to the stadium. I met him there and I wore it. So at a point I was like, you know what, let me just pass through. It's closer to Osu anyway, so from there I'll meet my friends up and then we could do our chilling. This is how I got to the stadium. The environment, it wasn't my usual because anybody that knows me knows how much of a partyholic I was. I was into hosting club events, parties, hyping parties with my socials and all that. So this is definitely not my kind of thing, okay? But I was there. And hey, GMM, they are prayerful people. Like I always say, Grace Martin, if you don't know how to pray, you let my force so. Because hey, tell me why everybody was happy. They were praying. When it was praises, everybody was dancing. Like there was so much excitement there. And then finally Papa came. It was time for Alpha Hour. When the prayer sessions were going on, I didn't know how to pray. So I was just there. But everybody was serious, praying. Nobody was looking at you. I was just there. I just said, God, you know what? Please teach me to know you better. Help me get to know you more. Whatever it is that is making these people crazy about you, I'd like to experience it. This is all I said to God. Now the service ended. My friends came to pick me up. And I was like, you know what? No, I just want to go back and sleep. So I went back to the Airbnb. I slept. The next morning, they had just come from chilling. So they were now sleeping. I was awake. I packed all my things. And I left the place. I went back home. This is how alcoholism disappeared. Mind you, I didn't say drinking or taking in alcohol. I said alcoholism. This is how it disappeared. This is how sexual immorality disappeared. This is how partying, clubbing disappeared. This is how lesbianism disappeared. If you knew me way back, all of my social media platforms, I had the LGBTQ club there. So you didn't even have to second guess it. You can just tell that this is who this person is. And if I wasn't ashamed of that, I'm definitely not ashamed to tell the world what God has done with my life. Okay, I packed all my things. I left there. I went to the house. At the same time, I was trading or I was selling sex toys. This was my business. I was shipping it in from China and I was selling it on my Snapchat, right? And so I reached out to Coded and I was like, look, this is it, because I just suddenly didn't have the urge to do it. Mind you, it was not about what I said to God, because do you remember I said I didn't know how to pray? I strongly believe that it was just my presence there. It was just my presence being in an atmosphere like that. I can't pinpoint what actually happened, but something happened with me just by going there. Because in the BBN I make a chair at the Empire Bonacra in Limbo. So I just believe it was my presence, and I woke up the next morning and the urge to do all these things just disappeared. I always tell people that I didn't even struggle with it, like it just out the door. So I reached out to Coded. I told him all these things. Coded was helping me. He made me bring all the toys to him. I had about 9,000 to 10,000 worth of sex toys left. I took it to him. We burnt it. If anyone remembers the testimony where there was a box of sex toys being burnt, that was mine. That was my testimony. We burnt it. Coded helped me, encouraged me to get Papa's book. The first one I got was the Internal Pathway, which helped me a lot. And currently, I have all of Papa's book, okay? They are very, very helpful, and I think you should get it. This is how I joined Grace Martin. I joined a department. I'm in the media department, and I have been serving there till now. I'm currently at the Aplekuma branch, still in the media department. God has been so good. God has been kind. God has been faithful. God has turned my life around. Now, to you, be the Coded in somebody's life. Invite somebody.